Welcome to the MagiReco News. I'm Rena, and today we have some breaking news. There was actually not supposed to be any news today, or I mean like no news that are worth talking about. Like, okay, kimochi, bags, whatever, who cares? But we have something special. We have something special that no one was expecting. Okay, maybe some people were expecting it. But the point is, first off, I'm just gonna go on this. We have shop reset, cool. We have new challenge quests, whatever. We have the water bag, yeah, we saw that coming. We have the one-time paid aqua gacha, yeah, we saw that coming. We have the normal aqua gacha for like some aqua characters. By the way, in case you're wondering who of these are actually good, Mayu is one of the best unlimited characters in the entire game, and she was released rather early in the game's life cycle, and she was kind of way overpowered. And afterwards, they kind of learned their lesson and made sure to not make MP batteries as powerful as this anymore. But yeah, she's one of the best MP batteries in the game, and she also has attribute strength and damage double. If you have just a one-slot Mayu, you're probably already gonna top DPS in Kimochi. So already, if you're wondering who am I gonna take into Ruby Kimochi with me, Mayu is already a top pick. So if you've got Mayu like 1-slot, 2-slot, he's already gonna be perfect, looking great. Okay, but more so than that, and yes, we have Ruby Kimochi, which apparently like buffs itself with some random buffs or whatever every turn, so buff removal is good, or and just generally you want to have Aqua Magia stuff. Who the fuck is that? What is that? Oh yeah, we have this. This is the reason why we have news, or why I'm making a news video at all today, because this exists. Yeah, it's another anime version. It's Rena anime version. Wow, amazing. Okay, so before I even go into this, people watching this gonna be like, okay, what kind of unit is she gonna be? She's probably gonna be Kimochi Bait, right? She's probably gonna be a top Kimochi unit. Well, let's go down the list. She is a Magia type with 3 Excel discs with attribute strength and damage. And all of her actives and passives give her MP and Magia damage. Yeah, it seems like a Kimochi unit to me. But there's some buts, and they can't not lie. So moving on, we have damage up on the connect, we have excel up on the connect, yeah, more MP stuff, Magia stuff, fine. What does the Magia also do? It dazzles and gives defense down. I think the defense down might be because the Kimochi might buff itself with defense up or something, and if you can't remove the buffs because you just don't have characters that remove buffs, I guess this might be another way of counteracting that, but I'm not quite sure exactly what the Kimochi does. Maybe it just buffs itself with damage cut, in which case defense down won't actually do that much. And it also buffs self with Magia damage up for 3 turns, and it gives MP restore to self. So yeah, you're gonna Magia cycle, and every time you Magia cycle, you're gonna get even stronger. Nice. The active and passive are also gonna be more of what I just said. The active gives Magia damage up to self and MP gain up to self. Who could have guessed? For 3 turns to self. 3 turns. That's quite a long time. Then we have on the first 2 turns of a battle, you regenerate 50 MP per turn. So once again, Magia focused unit that just gets a shit ton of MP at the very start of the battle. Nice. Also can be nice for some mirrors, if you rank mirrors, if you have no other good rank mirrors unit to get fast Magia, so that helps. And then the other passive is you get an additional big buff of Magia damage up and double damage up to self at the start of a battle for 5 turns. The first 5 turns of a battle, which, you know, for Kimochi is going to be the entire battle basically, you get a crap ton of more Magia damage and double damage. And then the last one is just anti-Magia seal. It's like, okay. But yeah, you can kind of tell that she's basically just normal Rena, just way better. Which I guess is fine, because Noble Rena was a release unlimited character, which means that basically everyone and their mother except me has Rena, usually at like 2-slot or 3-slot. So it's actually totally fine that we have some power creep on normal Rena, because if she wasn't, there would be absolutely no fucking reason for this unit to exist. So yeah, so now we've seen all of that. She's like, okay, she's got all of this MP, she's got all of the Magia damage, all of the double damage, she's got every strength, and of course going to be a top Kimochi pick. But will she actually be? Okay, here's the interesting bit. It's single target Magia. It's single target Magia, and they didn't say anything about a double having something else or something. We don't know. They didn't mention anything about a double. So yeah, some people are fantasizing now about what her double could actually be, because here's the thing. If her double is actually just her regular Magia as she has right here, just stronger and with longer effects, she is actually not a top Kimochi unit. Because single target is kind of fucking bad if you're going for like whale damage. And I want to mention this right away. If you're not a whale pushing for like top 10 damage, or like let's say a top 100 damage probably, or more likely, if you're not pushing for like top 100 world damage as like a super hyper whale, then this won't actually matter that much, and you can just pull for Anime Rena if you want to do Kimochi damage, and you're gonna be fine, right? You're gonna be doing absolutely fine. But if you want to do top 100, the problem is you can only do 9.9 million damage in a single hit. You can't do more than 9.9 million in a single hit. At that point, the damage counter stops, which is why Japanese people call it counter stop. So you reach counter stop, which is basically max damage, with a single target attribute doppel with all of these buffs. It's really easy to hit that counter stop with a bunch of buffs, and then you can't deal more damage than that. So even if this doppel were to actually deal 30 million damage, because it's a single hit, it says actually 30 million damage is too much. You can only deal 9.9 million damage in a single hit, so yeah, you lose 20 million damage. But an AoE Magier doesn't have this problem. An AoE, or like, okay, an AoE Magier also has the problem of reaching counter stop at some point, but the thing is, the Ruby Kimochi is gonna have 3 tiles, okay? So you can hit one, with Rena, you can hit 1 tile for 9.9 million damage, but with an AoE Magier or an AoE doppel, you could hit 3 tiles to up to 9.9 million damage. It's harder, but whales are actually kind of getting there. So you're actually losing out on a lot of damage if you're using Anime Rena in these really high buff situations where you're actually going all the way to counter stop. That said, and this is where it gets a little weird, people have sort of theorized that because the sort of chaining doppels one after another, which is extremely powerful, is something that you do mostly on Battle 2 and Battle 3 of a Kimochi. Like with your Mayu, as I mentioned earlier, but also Kaedina. Like Kaedina, the swimsuit unit, is the other top 2 damage. Like Mayu and Kaedina, like the top 2 units for Kimochi. They were the top units back then. They still are. After that, you have regular Madoka for more Magier training, and some other units for buffs or whatever. It doesn't matter. But the point is, you want to like chain Magiers, chain doppels. But on Battle 1, you don't have all of that MP ready to immediately chain your doppels, right? You need to actually build up your MP on everyone, which wastes a lot of turns without doing anything. So the theory goes, maybe on Battle 1 you could use a Himena together with Anime Rena to pump out a crap ton of damage with Rena while you're building up the MP, and then on Battle 2 and 3 you swap out Himena and Rena for the regular team that you usually have, and then you do those battles like that. It might be slightly more damage for Hyper Whales, so, but this is just a theory. We still need to see her doppel. If her doppel is multi-hit target, or if it's AoE, or it gives MP restored to the entire team, then she would actually probably be a top Kimochi unit entirely. So wait for the review, because the review is I'm gonna reveal what the doppel will be, because I'm gonna do the review when we know what the doppel is, and basically all comes down to what the doppel is gonna do. Everything with this unit stands and falls on the doppel damage. But like I said, that is only for like the top 100 whales in the entire world. If you're not a top 100 whale in the entire world, which probably watching this you aren't, this doesn't actually matter to you. Probably. It probably doesn't actually matter to you. Maybe you could even extend it to like top 1,000 whales in the world, okay? But this probably doesn't matter to you in that sense if you're not really that high and you don't really care too much about really getting like rank 1 in your group. Then this probably won't matter too much, and you can just say, okay, I don't have a good Aqua unit, take her, fine, it's gonna be great. So yeah, overall she looks to be a fantastic unit, just that if her doppel is just a better Magier, then she actually has a pretty big problem. For Kimochi, that is, only for Kimochi. But moving on, we have some Memoria. This one is interesting because it's basically just a Naruto Memoria, just with attack up instead of damage up. So it gives Excel up, MP up, and attack up, 20% even, which is quite a lot, and it's extremely fucking powerful. So yeah, you know, this is once again one of the best MP Memoria that has ever been made, because they really like doing that lately, just making more powerful MP Memoria great. So yeah, once again, absolute top Memoria for MP. And this is the thing, even if you are a Hyper Whale thinking that this Anime Arena isn't gonna be a top Kimochi unit, this is definitely a top Memoria, so you're probably gonna roll for this anyway, just as a whale. And this one on here is just Excel up and anti-bind, who cares? So yeah, that's this. Kimochi coming soon with Anime Arena. I know some people said, oh no, not more anime units. I need to mention this as well. People say, oh no, not more anime units. On one hand, yes, this is they're not really putting in, they're like saving a lot of effort by just making an anime unit with reused animations and stuff or whatever from the anime. And like the Magi animation, for example, the summoning animation, the transformation and everything, they usually just use animations from the anime, so they don't have to do anything. So on one hand, yes, it's a bit lazy, but on the other hand, they're releasing these at times where otherwise we wouldn't get anything. Like, think about this: if anime units didn't exist, then we would still have all of these news segments. Like, we would have the Aqua packs, the Aqua Gacha, whatever, the Kimochi, but we wouldn't have the anime unit. Like, this is the way I see this. The anime units are bonus units whenever nothing else would have been released anyway. So it's either we would have gotten nothing today, or we would have gotten the anime unit today. And in that sense, yeah, I take this over getting nothing, right? Because usually they don't release new units at Kimochis. They've only ever done that with anime units, so I think it's okay, even if it is lazy, like lazily made. I still think it's fine. That was just my 2 cents. That was it. I hope you can enjoy this. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.